It's the preseason, man. And both quarterbacks did exactly what they led their team to field goals, score, put points on the board. It's fine. I'm not getting all high and mighty about either quarterback in this situation. I think they had a set number of snaps in mind that they wanted Cam to engineer the offense on, as well as Mac Jones. You could clearly tell, based on the way that they rolled things out, that they said to themselves, we want to see certain things out of Mac Jones. Can he do certain things, like get his team in and out of the huddle? Can he process the information? Can he change at the line of scrimmage, make certain adjustments? He was able to do that. Same thing with Cam. It's fine. They're running screens and dinks and dunks. There was no real plays that was on display to really judge a quarterback's performance at all, whatsoever.
It was one play, though.
Wilkerson. The bucket throw, yeah.
There was the bucket throw. There was one play. Because similarly, I was like, man, I watched the game, and I said, man, Mac Jones looked really comfortable. Like, when I watched the game, I'm not, I'm high on Cam. I think Cam's going to start. I think Cam's going to start off the season and be healthy, all the things. But Mac Jones looked really comfortable, especially with that throw he made to Wilkerson, number 17. Literally dropped a dime. Actually, Wilkerson dropped it in the end zone. So Wilkerson technically dropped the dime. But it was a phenomenal, literally, this throw made me feel good about Mac Jones. Number one. Number two, we saw him run the hurry up. Gave me some confidence. But number three, more than statistics, more than a single throw, like he said, it was a lot of dinks and dunks. It just felt right.
Yeah, that's where I'm going here.
It felt right. I mean, like I said, I'm high on Cam, but it's like one of those things. It's like, and I don't know who's married, listen or not, right? First kiss with my wife. It just felt right. And I'm just saying, I don't know how to explain it. It's not something you watch the film and go back and watch highlights, but when you watch the game and watch Mac Jones control the offense and lead the huddle, make checks at the line, it felt right.
And it certainly, now I don't know if anybody's first kiss would had a standing ovation at the beginning of it, but he stepped out on the field and it was a standing ovation. Mike Reese was tweeting about that, how Foxborough, they were waiting for this. They wanted this. There was so much excitement, momentum. I mean, you had Zolak on the call because that's what the NFL Network used their call. And I mean, he's gushing about him, too, just about what he looked like every throw. Everything was, oh, wow. Everything was just this excitement about him. And now, how about, okay, so Bill
Selling
Belichick.
it.
Big time. You want to hear selling it? So Bill Belichick, as we know, he keeps it low-key, right? Everything with him is, you got to watch the film. But how about Louis Riddick? All right, Louis Riddick was on SportsCenter after the game. And this is what he said about the Cam Newton-Mac Jones competition.
Look, he took some shots down the field. He had a potential touchdown that was dropped right there at the end of the first half. And so I think Mac looked good. I think Cam, you didn't really get a chance to see everything as far as the kind of things they're going to allow him to do this year as opposed to last year. But this is going to be nip and tuck, I believe, right up until that first game of the season to decide who exactly is going to be the opening day starter.
That's Straight Talk, brought by Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. Is this a competition?
No, man, stop. And I'll tell Lewis the same thing. It's cool, but there's no competition. Cam has to lose this to give it to Mac Jones, and that's okay. Mac Jones is the future of the New England Patriots, and the future is not today. I don't understand why people don't get that. Okay, first of all, it's a preseason game.
The fans in Boston seem to want it, though.
Yeah,
right.
Okay, but let me in week 3. Mac Jones is there. When they bring 4 weak from the weak side and they buzz off the edge or they bring somebody up through the A-gap, it's different than college football now. I just want everybody to understand. Preseason game 1, they're playing cover 3. They're playing basic. They're not doing anything. They're not doing zilch, okay? Chase Young come off the edge against Cam Newton scot-free. Imagine if that was Mac Jones, off the edge scot-free. You got to understand it's preseason game 1. It's one game in the preseason, 5 drives. That's it. You got to play a whole course of a season. It's okay for him to sit for a year. I understand in Boston what they want, but they're not getting it. The head coach, as I told Dan Orlovsky yesterday, the head football coach of the team, has already said Cam Newton's a starter. Just let it go. Just let it go.
I'll say this, because, Key, you made a good point. The future is not today, but it might be tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. Like I said, you watch the game, Cam is going to start.
Yes.
We all know that. but everybody's ready for a new era in New England. We also all know that Cam is just a stopgap. We also all know
he's a
that.
bridge. He's a bridge between Tom Brady and whatever their next quarterback is going to be, and now it's looking like it could be Mac Jones.
Right. And so just going back to that, like just that first kiss example, just walk with me for a second, right? Like let's say I wasn't in a relationship
Friday,
at the
it's
time.
all right.
It's Friday. But like you got that first kiss. Like I wasn't in a relationship at the time, but if you are and you know that's the person you're going to be with, but you might got somebody else you still kind of work. You got to like I said, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I ain't saying it was you.
But you have to find a way to finish, kind of like break off the old relationship to go with who's going to be your future.
Right.
What I felt. Hold on, Key, real quick. You're right, but it might be week 3, it might be week 7. What I felt, you can watch the film, you can take the stats in or out. Week 1, I get it. It felt right. Some of the throws, some of the checks out. There were basic coverages, but there were what you want to see in the preseason from a quarterback: stand in the pocket, make checks, and you saw him. You saw him stand in the pocket, make checks, anticipate throws, put it in the bucket. It felt really, really good, and so I think Cam will start. And the future I know is not today, but it very well might be tomorrow.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.